let's go.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stocks crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
yeah, hey, look what I got. New whip with no top. Cooking up no stove top. Ice cold, no snow drop. Big budget ass, big facts. Big money in the contract. Been running no contact. New record with the new tracks. Yeah, they been sending me new plaques. I don't really need new plaques. Nah, big rock with the suplex. Yeah, new rock got a new flex. Yeah, I'm current, I'm a new trend. Now boys with the full scent. Yeah, like I said, no new friends. We don't really need new friends.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
Yeah,
real mode.
well, we can hold a peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a true name. We all graduated to the 2-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch your I just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Ayy, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode. I said stay woke, Rilla mode. Stay woke, Rilla mode.
You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
Check, 1, 2, ayy, check. I don't know if I can rap this shit. Yeah, ayy, yeah. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's poppin'. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they sat it. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. I see you looking, I see you watching. Wasn't too long ago, we was just talking. I'm sorry you hate me now, and I don't mean that I'm sorry for me. I'm just sorry for you, cause you won't get to see what a hot king can do when he's given the chance to become what he knew he could. Now my shit's popping, oh and I'm shocking. I'm just from Buffalo, I shouldn't make it. Was right by my auntie, but that woman hated me. Good at pretending for everyone faking it. Now I'm awake and I see why they made the choice to kick me out just as soon as I made the choice. Now I'm a king, yeah that's the thing, happens a lot. Fatherless kids, yeah we come by the lot. Changing shit whether you like it or not. He would come like it or not. Look at my wrist, yeah it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop it and they just come flocking. I just don't let they sat it. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stopped treating them nice. Fuck the whole industry, music and media. Started my own shit, I don't think they feeling me. I just don't get it, so fuck it. I'm done with all this luck shit. Y'all think y'all scaring me, so I address it. But now all your niggas is running. All of your mouths is just running. No talent, but your shit is funded. Now all y'all think y'all real funny. Clown flexing with that fake money. Can't buy shit without real shit, so you rent shit cause you real dummy. Just invest in mine like a broker. New money coming soon. Your last post got like 50,000, but you can't fill the fucking room. Look at my wrist, yeah, it's popping. Took the whole family shopping. Funny that you always flexing. Just saw your car at the auction. Niggas on IG be stalking. All these girls, too many options. Act like I don't hear you talking. Drop in, they just come flocking. I just don't let they satin. Then got Gorilla Gang tatted. I went like it's automatic. Passing these niggas is tragic. Wearing all black with no magic. You just got green in your ice. They all stop checking the facts, so I just stop treating them nice. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole open nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents. Cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole open nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole open nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Norm.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 3254 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustles, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing on all you What's going on, fam? Welcome to the show. The Swole card today is Swole season. Drop that in the comments down below. Hashtag Swole season for a chance to win today's Swole card on Rumble. Thanks for being here. Make sure you take a moment and hit the like button, especially if you're watching on Rumble and YouTube, The Daily Swole, and of course, Apple Podcasts and Spotify, to bang your ear holes at any time of the day. You can just bang your ear holes with 3,254 episodes of the Beastcast, the only man cast that helps you make sick fucking gains every day when you're lifting weights. We'll help you get those couple extra reps. I'll help you. Isn't that nice? Aww. Isn't that nice? I'm here for you. Put some more weight on the bar, you puss. All right, fam, drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? Hashtag Swole season. Thanks for being here. Let's get into today's episode. It's time for the tip. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, let's get into it. Of course, we're going to take the first post actually from Leslie from our community section in the Swolenormous app. If you haven't yet downloaded it, please head on over to the App Store, Google Play. We're zoomed in on that beautiful beard. You can download the Swolenormous app and start your membership with the Swole fam for less than $1 a day. Go and check it out. It's available on Android and iOS, and you have everything that you need on the website in the palm of your hand. You could still view it on the web, same login as the app, and we have everything there. Of course, all the new releases, all the featured programming, everything is right there on your homepage. So it's easy to access, and it's right there for you. You got the community, you have custom playlists, so you have the programming, you have the yoga classes, the meditation, anything you want. If you want a morning playlist, an evening playlist, if you want a recipe playlist, you can customize and have everything you need. You can schedule recipes, you could schedule programming, schedule your whole workouts, you could journal and track your workouts, everything in the journal feature. So check it out over there on your app store and Google. Download the Swolenormous app today. We're going to start off with Leslie. Posting in the app. Leslie says, working 48 to 60 hours a week ain't easy. Getting the workout in before work is the way to get it done. With that said, another 3 a.m. back and chest session in the books. Hashtag most people don't. Hashtag no excuses. Hashtag all alone at 3 a.m.
Hi, puppy.
3 a.m. My God, you are all alone at 3 a.m. I'm sleeping. I'm hitting REM sleep. My goodness. Early. I like it. Making gains before the dawn. So right when you're waking up, when I'm waking up, Leslie is already 3 hours post-workout or something like that. Good for you. All right, let's get into a couple more. I think we got one or two more accountability response from the Swole fam. Earlier this week, I asked, what's your standard flow to start the day? And Diego says, Papa, I wake up and immediately go to the gym. I always have my bag ready in my car as well as my headphones, and that way I can't say I'm not ready as an excuse. And this is one of the things we always talk about. No matter what your flow is, if you train at home, you train at the gym, make sure you make your morning routine as easy and as seamless as possible, especially if you're getting up early. Have everything ready the night before. Make that your evening routine, preparing for the next day. Then you wake up, it makes your day easier. So a good morning starts the night before, not just with sleep, but also with preparation. All right, we got a couple email responses. Hold on a second. What the hell's... Someone might be working outside for a second. Hold on. Give me a moment. Give me a moment here.
Man, it's too early in the morning for this shit. But let's get it. Yeah. Ay, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole open nuts on they chin. Like Everest and K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents, cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, open nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does.
All right, guys. So I didn't plan for this, but we're getting some parts of the back wall painted. So the guy was power washing outside. I didn't plan for that. I didn't know he was going to be power washing right now. Surprised me. So I wanted to make sure that everything was okay out there. So if there's a little background noise, apologies. So hashtag Swole season, drop in the comments. Let's get back to the show. We will deal with it. No big deal. All right, let's get into the email. How to build discipline. Michael says, I'm being consistent with life, my values, with my children, and with going to the fucking gym. Thanks, Papa. Oh, thank you.
Hi, puppy.
How to build discipline. Again, we were talking about discipline. We were talking about motivation. And I always get questions about motivation. I always say it's bullshit, this, that, and the other, which is true. You could be inspired. You could use the term motivation or inspiration. But again, even discipline, if you understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, and you have purpose, that makes it easy. Discipline just comes as a result of that. So if you know what you're doing and why you're doing it, it's easy to follow through with the tasks required. If you know why you're eating certain foods, if you know why those choices are optimal for you, then you are going to execute on those choices. And those choices made over time is what discipline is. That is what discipline is. And Leslie is 100% correct. Pressure washing, if you've never pressure washed, it's so satisfying. So if you have some concrete or a sidewalk, I mean, it's great. If you don't have one, you could rent one. It's just so satisfying blowing all the dirt off there. So he's just cleaning the side of the house. Anyway, and it looks great already. I only heard the noise for like 5 seconds and it already looks great. Sophia says, I'm being consistent in my food tracking and my exercise since I started 3 weeks ago, Papa. I'm fixing my food addiction, working on my mental state to realize food doesn't solve my problems. It only adds another to the fucking list. Thanks for your everyday boost to go to the fucking gym. Well, that's great. I'm glad I can help. I'm glad I can help. Good for you. Fixing food addiction. And again, working on your food, making better choices. That's going to help your mental state. It all compounds. Be patient. Stay the course. You're doing things for the right reason. And again, that's what the discipline is. Purpose and understanding why you're doing what you're doing. That's going to help you execute. Period. End of story. It's not complicated, fam. It's not complicated. All right, let's get into some questions. If you have questions or topics you want to bring up, drop in the comments live. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio in the comments, and we'll take some questions. Karen says, it makes your house sparkle. My house is going to sparkle. My house hasn't sparkled in so long. I'm so excited. I'm so eager for a sparkle. Let's sparkle the fuck out of this thing. It's going to look like my balls. Maybe it should. Maybe it shouldn't look like my balls. All right, L. Aussie Mammon, Papa Swolio. Is it possible to start lifting at 41 years old? Well, if you're 41, I'm just going to be honest. If you're in your 40s, you're done. You're done. You waited too long. You're on the back nine. There's probably no way you're going to make progress after 40. So if you are 40, 43, 45, I'm sorry, it's over.
Matt Damon.
I'm just kidding. So I'm going to be 42 this year. So absolutely. First off, let's answer your question. First off, is it possible to start lifting? Of course. And it should be essential. It's essential for everyone, but it's definitely not too late. Okay. So let's just be honest. I was joking. It's absolutely not too late. Of course, I've been doing it for most of my life. I've been training really hard and being very consistent with my training for, I guess, more than half of my life. I guess it's been, if I look back, maybe 24 years of really serious lifting. So it's definitely possible to start. I really encourage you to start whenever. And there's a great quote. One of my favorite quotes is, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. It's not my quote, but it's also the truth. A lot of people wait to start. They wait to start. They keep on delaying. They make excuses, whether it's not the right time, or it's not the right age, or it's not the right weather, or it's raining, or you have things going on. This is why when it's fuck your resolution season, when it's October and November, I'm always telling people that's the best time to start. You want to start when it's not convenient. It's ideal to start when it's not convenient, because if you build those habits when it's least convenient, you're going to maintain that with ease when it is more convenient, because it's not always going to be convenient. Life isn't about convenience. It is what you make it. So as you forge your life and as you build these new habits, it's just really important to understand that consistency is arguably the most important thing. That's pillar number 7, is consistency. So it's doing all 6 pillars every day, which is pillar number 7. And it's definitely possible to start at 41. It's possible to start at 21. It's possible to start at 61. The most important thing is that you start, and you start as soon as possible, and you do it the right way. And the great thing about joining the Swole fam over at Swolenormous X is that we have everything you need, so you don't have to go piecing together everything on the internet. There's a lot of stuff out there. And yes, there's a lot of different things that can work, but a lot of people aren't willing to put in the work, or those programs that you might find floating around on YouTube or Google, they're missing parts. They might only take care of pillar number 3, or you'll look up something, a new diet, but you're not working on your community. You're not working on your recovery. You're not working on your mindfulness. You're not surrounding yourself with the right people. So it's really important that you have all the tools at your disposal so you can access them, but then you have to execute. So you still have to put in the work, but what we do with the Swolenormous app and Swolenormous X is we have all the tools there. So when you want to put in the work, you have everything you need to do it. And 41 is great. 31 is even better, but 41, you are where you are. Now's the time to take action and to get in there. And of course, when you're 41, when you're 51, you look back, man, 41 is young. When you're 61, 41 is young. When you're 71, 41 is young. So this individual, Aussie, think about when you're going to the future, meditate a little bit, close your eyes for 5 or 10 minutes, and think about when you're 70. You're going to be great. You're going to be glad. If you're 70, that means you've been lifting and training and taking care of your health for 30 years. That's fantastic. So you don't want to be asking me in 10 years, is it possible to start lifting at 51? Start now. Start now. So in 10 years, you've been lifting for 10 years. You're going to make amazing progress. 41 is great. Start. Okay. Alex Hupimix. How much beer do you drink in a week? 0.
Matt Damon.
Emotional damage.
I drink 0 beer, and I have 0 desire for it. Simple question, simple answer. Storm Machine 97 on Rumble says, Papa Swolio inspired me to make cold brew coffee, and wow, I've been missing out. My stomach is much happier. If you have issues with coffee, you can make cold brew yourself. You can buy it. You can buy a concentrate and dilute it with water, but you can make it yourself. You grind, you get one of those pitchers that has the grounds in it. You get more caffeine out of it, and it's less acidic. So if you have issues with hot coffee, especially in the summer, cold brew is fantastic, and it is easier on the stomach. It's less acidic, so you might like it a little bit. Also, if you have black coffee, also a little pinch of sea salt can also take away the bitterness if that's something that causes any kind of gut distress. But cold brew is great. Cold brew is fantastic. And more caffeine, so yay. All right, official Akash Joshi. Papa Soy, how to burn belly fat. How to burn belly fat. I shall help you. I shall help you learn how to build belly fat. You need to get rid of inflammatory foods. Join us and do the elimination diet, and lift heavy weights will help you burn belly fat. All right, TikTok, drop some questions if you're live, or comments or topics, things you want to bring up. You can drop it now. Laurence SG, Papa Solio. Oh my God. Why is this a question? Why is this even a question? Why do you have a Chihuahua? Why do you have a Chihuahua? Well, she's not here right now. She's not actually here right now. She's with Mama Swolio. Now, Papa Swolio was half Jack Russell, half Chihuahua. And I didn't realize that the parts that I loved most about Papa Swolio was the Chihuahua parts. So when we got Pinkston a couple of years ago, we got her in, wasn't 20, I guess it was 2020, I guess it was 2022. Spring of 2022, I guess it was when we got her. It wasn't 2021. It was, 2022. She's awesome. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions about Chihuahuas, and you don't realize it until you have one, but they're awesome. Chihuahuas are awesome. Now, when I say Chihuahuas are awesome, they're awesome with their owners. Of course, they can be like, if they're socialized properly, they'll be really excited and they love people. Sometimes they might get a little aggressive or like when they don't know someone, but it's usually how they're raised. And if they're socialized properly, it's okay, Bubba. It's okay. He's growling at the noises, but they're awesome. They just want to be on you. They just want to like snuggle with you. They're so cute. They're spicy. They're fun. They're awesome. I love them. I love them. I'd have 10. I would have 10 Chihuahuas. But of course, I also have a big puppers. So we have big and we have little. But Chihuahuas are awesome. They're so awesome. And, you know, when I see Chihuahua videos, I always love Chihuahua videos on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. But they're great dogs. They're great dogs. They're the benefits of a cat without the shitty parts of a cat. So it's like having a cat, but it's a dog, which makes it so much better. So dogs are awesome. And if you like cats, but you really like dogs, get a Chihuahua and you won't be disappointed. Sometimes she looks like a cat from the back. I think she's a cat sometimes, but she's awesome. Pinkston's the best. Pinkston's the fucking best. She's awesome. Jarella says because Chihuahua's the best thing on earth. It's one of them. Chihuahuas are fantastic. So anyone that doesn't like Chihuahuas, they've never been around awesome Chihuahuas, or they've never had one. But Chihuahuas are great. So love it. Love it. We'll always have one. Love that dog. Love that dog. All right. Winglotan. Wing. How many of you have Chihuahuas? Wingloktan. Skag on TikTok says, my mom has a Chihuahua mix. She's so cute. Chihuahua mixes are great too. Chihuahua mixes are great too, but man, love that dog. Love it. She's so cute. What's your favorite animal, Papa Swolio? My favorite animal. I don't have a favorite animal, really. Maybe dogs. Favorite animal. It's like, what's your favorite color? The original thick Thor with 2 C's. Nice. Papa Swolio, what are some filling, low-calorie foods that are also high in protein? Some filling, low-calorie foods that are high in protein. There's a couple things in here that don't mix. A low-calorie food, you want filling foods. You want high-calorie foods. Now, when I say high-calorie, you want nutrient-dense calories. You don't want to get vegetable oils and seed oils and fillers and ultra-processed foods. But high in protein, I mean, collagen protein, whey protein, eggs. Who cares about the calories if you're getting in quality nutrients? So stop caring so much about the calories and focus on getting in your protein. Protein is 4 calories per gram. Where are you getting a low calorie, high protein? I mean, if you're only getting a protein shake or something like that, okay. But a lot of quality proteins, especially animal-based, whether it's raw dairy or eggs or steak, you're going to get some fat in there too, which is fantastic. So eat that damn food. Big ZV, Papa Swolio, how long you've been in gym, fitness world? 24, 25 years. Alex says, my mom has a Chihuahua mix. She's really up there. We've had her for 15 years. Yeah, they live a while too. That's the problem with like big dogs. You know, they might be 12, 13, 15, depending. So hopefully he goes a while. But Tainty Man's a mix. So a lot of times mixes live longer just because they don't have the same kind of diseases and issues of inbreeding from purebreds. Nunu Ham, thanks for the galaxy and the gifts on TikTok. Keep on dropping in the comments. Skag says, I got the deadlift tank and it's my #1 gym shirt. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Deadlift is a great choice. I'm rocking the Gym City 2000. If you're a nerd, you'll get this. How many of you played SimCity? I'm dating myself with SimCity 2000. So there's a lot of like The Sims and other Sim Cities and stuff like that. But Gym City 2000, obviously, this is peak high school and college right there for me. So Gym City 2000. streaming on Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole. Come follow over there because we're only here on TikTok for the question portion. Then we're going to go for the rest of the show. So make sure you follow on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Nunu Ham on YouTube. Papa Solio, why caffeine bad for you? Is this drug demonized? Not sure why, but not sure what it does to the body regards to long-term health. I think there's some people that speculate or treat caffeine kind of like a defense chemical. I think coffee is great. I have nothing against it. I enjoy coffee. I enjoy the caffeine from coffee. Obviously, quality of coffee matters. How you drink your coffee matters. Making sure that you give yourself an hour or two after waking up so you wake up naturally, so you're not you're not interrupting your adenosine reabsorption, so you're not crashing in the afternoon. Proper nutrition, proper sleep. So coffee is a boost for me. It's not something that's a crutch. And if you're not getting quality sleep and you're relying on caffeine or stimulants to wake yourself up, you're going to have a lot of variability throughout the day. You're going to have crashing. You have trouble sleeping. There's a lot of issues with people that are drinking caffeine later in the day, going to the gym in the evening and taking a pre-workout. It's going to jack up your sleep. Okay. Dwayne, what got you into this? Social? Any tips for social? Sure, I got a lot of tips. What's your question? I'm not just going to sit here and give you tips for social media. Give me some specifics. I do this to reach more people. I've done pretty much everything in the fitness field, and I've been doing this for 10 years. Let's see. Seahawk fan, creatine gummies, the same as powder form. I don't know. What's with these creatine gummies? What's with this creatine gummies craze? Everyone's asking about gummies. Why are you eating candy? Why are you eating all these artificial flavorings and fillers? Just take a scoop of creatine. I'll take 5 to 15 grams a day, but just why are you doing gummies? Everyone's trying to use an excuse to eat candy and shit. Just take a scoop of creatine, drink it, move on. Sonia Blade, what's your take on people finding success with taking GLP-1s in addition to nutrition and fitness? I think things like Ozempic, they're becoming very common, but they're not normal. I think there's going to be a lot of long-term, there are a lot of side effects and a lot of issues with what's in these products and the muscle and bone wasting. So I do not recommend them. People need to make better lifestyle choices and they'll lose fat the same way and they'll keep it off longer. And you will not suffer the long-term side effects. I think in the next couple decades, there's going to be a lot of issues as a result of these things. So I don't think the normalization of these things is a good idea. So even though it's common, it's not normal, and I do not think it's a good choice. There is no magic pill. There is no shortcut. And unfortunately, a lot of people are going to pay the price as a result of it. I'm not saying people can't take it. I'm not saying some people, oh, I'm really glad I took it. That's an individual, but I still have my opinions and my experiences and what I see. And these are just normal. These are just patterns that have always been around with humanity. Everyone's always looking for some kind of shortcut or quick fix. And there's always a trade-off. And unfortunately, these pharmaceutical companies do not want to tell you what those trade-offs are. They want you to take the products, period, as long as possible and as much as possible. Thank you, Melissa, for no information and your comment. You're welcome to your anecdotal opinions as well as I am, but I have experience with many people with gastric bypass, with GLP-1s and all these things. And yeah, it's more of the same. And people are always looking for a shortcut. Shocker. People want things fast. Everyone wants instant gratification. But you are sacrificing your long-term health for that kind of instant gratification. Let's see. Nick says 2 more go to the fucking gym oversized XL t-shirts, 1 gray with red letters. That's a nice mix. And 1 blue with light blue letters. Nice. Those are great combos. How are they looking? Good choice. Jarella says the gummies are low dose. They put everything in gummies now. People love their candy. People love their candy. Any excuse to eat something that tastes like candy. That's all it is. That's all it is. So no, just take creatine. You're going to get more, you're going to save money, and you're not going to get all the artificial additives in these things. John says, I'm sure Swole Enormous X is much more satisfying to you over one-on-one training clients, and we all benefit. There's so much BS out there. Thanks, Papa. Well, thank you, John, for being such a great member and supporter of the show and Swole Enormous X. And that's why I started doing this, because I've been at the time, 2015, 2016, I've already been doing this for 15 years. And we talked about it the other day. Someone was asking about getting started with personal training. And there's pros and cons. Everyone's different. It's not meant for everyone. It's a business like anything else. But unfortunately, when you're one-on-one, you start realizing all the things that hold people back, and you just can't get the message out as much. If you like doing in person, if you like that kind of flow, that's fine. We need people to do that. But I found that going online and trying to reach a larger audience, that's what I wanted to do. So I did it, and I'm still doing it, and I'm not going to stop doing it. Yeah, things like that are what I fear and likely going to come out. But of course, people don't look. If you're taking these kinds of things like Ozempic, no one wants to hear side effects. No one wants to hear the same thing with the mRNA gene therapies that people were taking for COVID. No one wants to think about the side effects. No one wants to think that they made a choice that they shouldn't have made, that they harmed themselves. So it's kind of like that cognitive dissonance. And it's unfortunate, but I want the best for people. And guess what? You're not going to have side effects from the Ozempic you didn't take. But you're going to have the results if you actually put in the work and actually do it properly. So then you have people saying like, oh, it's not about working harder, putting in the work. Most people don't. It's not that much work if you just eat better. And what is eating better? Eat more meat, eat eggs, get better sleep, go more carnivore, meat and fruit, and you're going to melt. It's going to come off. But then you have people don't want to change their habits. They want a pill and they want just to see more results. Let me take this. It's easier. That's why people are taking it. Nick says the 2 shirts haven't arrived yet, but they should be here around 12. I bought my girlfriend an oversized blue with blue GTTFG, and she looks so cute in it. Aww. See, I'm wearing XLs now, so I have so many large shirts and large tanks. I have so much stuff that doesn't really fit me as well as it used to because making gains. But Mama Solia wears it as dresses. So she'll grab a shirt and she'll wear it to bed every night. Jarella says, any excuse to eat like shit. I agree. And again, I'm not saying that everyone that takes Ozempic is eating like shit, but there's no incentive to eat better. In fact, these companies would hope that you don't eat better, that you eat like shit and take Ozempic. They just want you to take it. It's their profits. It's their bottom line. Pharmaceutical companies make money when you take their stuff. So they want you to take their stuff. And they want you to take it over and over again. They want you on a subscription. Sorry. I didn't mean to cough into the mic. My bad. Annie says we'll probably see a lot more intestinal cancers within the next 5 to 10 years because of the GLP-1s. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I fear. It's already happening, but, you know, that combined with all the other injections people are taking, all the turbo cancers, it's legit. So keep it in mind. And if you use it, maybe very, very short period of time, but please do not. I encourage you to look more into it and to avoid long-term, just to keep yourself on the better side of it, ideally. David Paniagua, what's up, dude? When doing full body, 1 set per body part is enough? ? It can be. It can be. So if you're doing full body, I'm assuming you're doing every other day. So you're doing either every other day consistently or at least 3. So you're doing it 3 to 3.5 times a week, sometimes 4, depending on the week split, right? So if you're doing that frequency, 1 set for a body part, if you're training it 3 times a week, it's going to be enough because you have to be able to recover for 48 hours. So doing 2 sets, you're unlikely to recover. But understand that full body and training every other day does not mean that you have to train every single body part every other day. So if you're doing an every other day split where you're doing full body, it doesn't mean that you have to do lateral raises every other day. It doesn't mean that you have to do quads every other day. It doesn't mean that you have to do chest every other day. You might like certain body parts twice a week. So you do it every other workout, maybe Monday, Friday, and then on Wednesday, you don't do that body part. So if you're training it in 48 hours, one set is going to be enough because you have to recover from it if you're doing an all-out set. If you're training it Monday and Friday and you're not training that body part on Wednesday, you could probably do 2 sets on Monday and then 2 sets on Friday. So just because you're training every other day doesn't mean you have to train every single body part. So I usually do a combination of upper, lower, and full body. So I did full body for a while, and the past couple week or so, past couple cycles, I've done upper, lower. So I'm trying, I go back and forth, and it depends on my schedule, depends on my split, depends on how I feel and what I feel like doing. But I like an upper, lower, full body combination. And if you master full body, it's really easy to go back to upper, lower, and it gives you more options. It gives you more options to be consistent and to hit muscles and body parts more frequently. I think that's the biggest misconception with full body, is that full body has to be every body part. Remember, for shoulders, you don't have to train every part of your shoulder every time you train shoulders. So if you train shoulders twice a week, a lot of people will say, well, can I just do shoulder presses? Do I have to do lateral raises? Well, just on one time when you train shoulders, do shoulder presses. Another time, do lateral raises. If you're doing T-bar rows or a high upper back chest row, you probably don't need to hit posterior deltoid on that day. On days where maybe you do lat pull downs, or you don't do a T-bar row, or you're doing like a lat row, like a dumbbell row or a cable row, maybe that's when you do posterior deltoid. It also really depends on what you're trying to work on. Certain people have certain body parts that are going to be more developed, so maybe you don't need extra focus training. So it really depends on what you need as an individual. So what I would do with your programming, whether it's upper, lower, or full body, or a combination, figure out what body parts you want to prioritize and start there. Okay, what do I need to bring up on my body? Some of you might be like, I need to bring up everything. And for most people, you want to bring up everything. Most people just don't have enough muscle mass to nitpick. You're treating things like a Olympia bodybuilder. We're like, hey, I want this outside part of my arm. You just need bigger arms. If you build muscle everywhere, you're going to get bigger and you're going to get more shape and all that stuff. So people are worried about like my inner upper chest in this area. Just get a bigger chest and you're going to work, and you're going to get bigger everywhere. Down the line, once you have more muscle mass, you could fine tune and get more specific. So don't nitpick things too much. Stick more to macro, build more muscle mass, and try not to get nitpicky when you don't have any muscle mass. A lot of people are trying to focus on certain areas of their body when they don't have any muscle mass to really carve. So think about like Michelangelo. If he was creating a statue, he would start with a massive block of marble and whittle it down. That's what you need. You need just more. You just need bigger shoulders and bigger arms and bigger legs and bigger glutes and bigger calves. And you just need bigger muscle. So you start there and then you can fine tune but that's more aesthetics. It's not really super important. If you're training all your body parts properly, you're doing pulls, you're doing pushing movements, overhead pressing, you're doing things for your legs, you're doing like a squat pattern, a hip hinge, you're hitting all these areas, your genetics and your muscle insertions and your aesthetics are going to appear, and then you could fine tune down the line. So if you're not stepping on stage, who cares what your aesthetics really are aside from proper muscle balance and strength balance? You want to make sure that you're healthy and that you're not imbalanced when it comes from a strength standpoint. All right, more questions. We'll stay here. We'll float for a couple more minutes. Last chance for topics. Storm Machine says, my legs and chest are naturally big, but I've got T-Rex arms and they're so stubborn. All right, so are you prioritizing your arms? I got T-Rex arms. You need the Jurassic Pump shirt, Storm Machine. You need the Jurassic Pump. What stacks are you currently using? What do you mean? My stacks. You mean supplements and stuff? Creatine, glutamine, collagen, whey protein, magnesium. Very good. Very, very good, sir. Drop in the comments down below. Drop your questions. Last chance. Hashtag Swole season for a chance to win today's Swole card. Jeremy says, did yesterday's episode get messed up? I didn't see it on Spotify. Is it? That was weird because I didn't see it on Spotify either, but I upload to Spotify. Did I use a naughty word? Did I use terrorists or something like that? Are you guys not seeing it on Spotify? It should be up there. I upload it there. That should be where you see it first. It's been up. It was showing. It didn't show up for me yesterday, too. I didn't check later in the day, but it shows up on Apple Podcast. Training splits, magnesium, and Tesla terrorists. Did Spotify not like the word terrorist? It's true. Whatever. Anyone else not see it on Spotify? That's weird. It's up. You recommend magnesium. I do. Most people have low magnesium. Why is it not on Spotify? Someone else check it. Someone else check it on Spotify. That's weird. I upload through like Spotify's hosting, so they should have it first. If it's on Apple Podcast, I don't know why it wouldn't be on Spotify. That's where it's sourcing from. The Great Slayer, thoughts on doing chest with shoulders. I think people should be doing at least an upper-lower split, so you could do shoulders and chest in the same day. What I would say is you don't have to do all the pressing on the same day. So people that are doing chest pressing, shoulder pressing, and like JM pressing, that's a lot on your elbows. So maybe you want to pair off different pressing movements with, for example, yesterday I did, instead of doing chest pressing, because I wanted to do shoulder presses, and I wanted to really focus on the shoulder pressing. So I didn't do JM presses and I didn't do a chest press. I did pec flies. I did a pec deck machine, and then I went to my Smith machine. I did shoulder pressing, and then I did later on single arm triceps extensions. So I tend to focus certain workouts and split it up so I'm not doing redundant movements, because you're going to get your medial tricep and you're going to get your short head when you're doing pressing movements. And it can get overwhelming if you're doing a chest press and a shoulder press, and then you're going to do like a JM press. It's a lot of the same motion, and it gets redundant. So if you have elbow issues or something like, your elbows get too sore, then you might not be good for the next workout. See if you can mix and match so you're not overdoing or overusing certain joint patterns. Store Machine, it took me a few weeks for magnesium supplement to start working, but once it really got absorbed into my body, I no longer get cramping. I've heard this too. I think people should ease into magnesium supplementation. Start with a little bit. You can add and increase over time. Start with less more frequently, maybe. Instead of taking a gram or 500 milligrams at one shot, try doing 200 twice or 3 times a day. Spread it out and see how you feel. I think after a while, you're able to absorb more, and then maybe you can increase. John says, not many people are thrilled with their arms. They're composed of small muscles. Looking thin compared to your torso is all it is. I have 16-inch arms, bigger than average, still look thin to me. And also, you're not, if you're taking anabolic steroids, these guys are going to look shredded and ripped and pumped even at rest. So think about your extremities. Your body is not focusing on having tons of blood in your arms and legs. It is with gravity, but obviously your body is going to keep most of its fluid around the torso and organs and brain and things like that. So unless you have an active pump, your arms aren't going to look as big. So a lot of times people will get a good pump, and then they like the look of their arms because there's blood pumped into the muscles, of course, because you're training your arms. And then after your body recovers and chills back out after a weight session, that's why you want to build muscle. That's why it's not about the pump. It's not about soreness. You want to actively focus on hypertrophy. You want the tissues to grow larger. You want your body to lay more contractile proteins. You want your body to actually have that lean mass at rest over time rather than just a temporary pump. Transient hypertrophy, we call it. Busy Bee 1616. Anyone ever try and feel any results from a lemon and cayenne pepper shot in the morning? Oof. I've never done that. Nick says, my girlfriend's mom says you should get a blood test before taking magnesium. I take it every day and I've never had any pushback from doctors. You can. I don't think that's necessary. You could throw a rock and hit someone with a magnesium deficiency. So most people are not getting proper nutrients. You shouldn't have any issues with supplementing with magnesium, regardless of a blood test. I've never gotten a blood test for magnesium. It's totally fine. You're not going to overdose on magnesium. I don't even know how much you'd have to take to have issues. Really, if you take too much magnesium, you probably just get like stomach, gastric distress, and you might have diarrhea or something with certain kinds, but I've never heard of anyone having an issue with supplementing with magnesium aside from having awesome results. What's up with those glasses? Yeah, I'm staring at 6 screens. I don't want to get blasted with blue light. It's harder on the eyes, so wearing these glasses is much more chill. Plus my myoswolitis, it keeps it at bay. I don't want to build too much muscle while I do the show, so I got to temper those photoreceptors. Swole fam knows what's up. I have tried the cayenne pepper and apple cider vinegar and matcha powder thing because the internet told me I should, and it's a nice way to ensure the day can't get any worse. Oof. Ooh. Cayenne pepper, apple cider vinegar, and matcha powder. My butthole just spasmed reading that. It's a nice way to ensure the day can't get any worse. If you're off for the day, if you don't have anything important to do, do a shot of that and bring a book into the bathroom. Spend some time. Bring a journal. You could go journal in the bathroom. Write a novel while you're in there. Jarella says, I've taken mag citrate tablets for 15 years for chronic idiopathic constipation. I take over 2 grams a day. I'm perfectly fine. Do you try any other types of magnesium? Citrate is definitely going to blow your butthole out. I mean, obviously it helps with you with motility. So citrate is one of those that is designed for that. And that's why people that take too much citrate, they might have diarrhea. But if you have that issue, obviously you found something that works. So that's why that type will be beneficial for going to the bathroom. Sure is. Nick says, Google says you would need to take 5,000 milligrams a day to cause toxicity. I don't think I've ever taken 5,000 grams a day, but I probably take 2 or 3, depending. Maybe 2 grams total. Maybe it's 2 grams, depends on what I eat for food. I'll take 1 gram at night. I'll take a couple 100 milligrams in the morning, maybe around my workout. So I guess I'm probably getting 2 grams a day or so. And again, adjust it based on if you're going to the bathroom, you have diet, like adjust things, go back lower and then increase slowly. Like I was saying, you don't have to take 1,000 milligrams first thing in the morning or before you go to bed. Start with a little bit and see how you feel, and then you can increase accordingly. It won't blow out my butthole. It keeps my butthole doing what they should. Hey, yo. Keeps your butthole doing what they should. Is your butthole... Your butthole has pronouns? You called your butthole they. Your butthole's a they, them?
Matt Damon.
Where's my poop sound? Where's my poop sound? There we go. No, here's one for the butthole. Ooh, that's what it sounds like if you have too much magnesium citrate and you don't need it. Right, Jarella? That's what happens if you take too much magnesium citrate. I used to recommend that product, Calm? But I think that's magnesium citrate. Oof, that will clean you out. That will clean you out. If you ever wanted to piss out your butt, take that stuff. In other words, if you're taking magnesium, just start with less. You don't need a full dose. Like start with a little bit and see how you feel, and then up it. If you have eye twitching, like the little eye spasms, that's a classic sign of magnesium deficiency. That's a classic sign of magnesium deficiency. Or cramping. I used to get bad muscle cramps. I don't anymore. I used to. I didn't know it was a magnesium. I thought it was electrolytes, but once I started upping my magnesium, not have an issue. If I ever have any muscle spasms or cramping, like, oh, my leg cramped up because I worked out hard or whatever, it usually means I didn't take enough magnesium that day. Buttholes of humanity. Plural buttholes. You have more than one butthole. All right, we're going to have to come back to that, Jarella. I need details. 2 buttholes. Oof. Dos buttholes. As Xi Jinping would say, a butthole. A butthole. Yeah, restless leg syndrome, all that stuff. Magnesium deficiency. Jarella, Calm irritated my stomach. Yeah, so you got to find what works for you. Got to find what works. Lisa says, yes, it helps me with cramps. Alex, magnesium glycinate is the GOAT, 1 gram every morning. Nice. You might like even splitting it up, 500 milligrams in the morning, 5 at night. Figure out what works. Play around with it. Good stuff. Phoenix says, my eye twitches when I'm at work and I have to talk to people. I don't know if magnesium will fix that. I don't think magnesium solves people. I don't think so. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. You take magnesium and people don't annoy you anymore. I don't know if that helps with that. Dusan, Papa Soul, your thoughts on Fedosia agrestis? Isn't that supposed to boost testosterone? I think I took that a long time ago, but I don't now. I think that's something that's supposed to boost testosterone. Wasn't there a risk with like liver issues or something like that? I'm not sure if that's been like shown to be really like safe. Do you currently take it? Psycho Girl, Papa Soy, what are your thoughts on creatine? Creatine's great. Detective Jones, hello, sir. Are peptides a good idea for me? I don't know. Talk to your doctor. I hear a lot of people taking peptides. I guess it depends on why you're taking them and what you're taking and how much and what your situation is. A lot of times people's joint pain and issues can be solved with like increasing collagen, better sleep, better nutrition. But some of these things might be good for healing old injuries or things of that sort. So I haven't personally taken it, but I'm open to it. It might feel good for my knee. It might help. I don't really have any issues per se, but sometimes I'll have a little bit of like medial. It might be like my meniscus on my inside. You know, you play sports and lift your entire life. Sometimes things happen over time. So I've had some issues over the years, but nothing that really put me out for too long. But maybe BPC 157 or something like that would be beneficial. So I haven't looked into it for myself as much, but I know some people that are dabbling with it. And so far I've heard good things, but I don't know enough about it. So I haven't actually done it myself. If anyone else has opinions, you could share it. If I do, I'll let you guys know. But I'm open to trying it. So the types of magnesium I take magnesium malate, magnesium glycinate. You might like different types for different things. Magnesium malate, you might prefer during a workout. Magnesium glycinate is more relaxing, I would say. So you might want to take, it depends on what's good for your stomach and what you feel you like. But magnesium is great. All right. So any other topics or last minute or last chance questions, drop in the comments. We talked about this earlier. Man, this must be really popular with the gummies. I get creatine gummies questions all the time. Are they just as good as the drink? I don't take creatine gummies. I don't need to eat candy. I don't need microdose of creatine. I want that shit mainlined. So I'm taking 5 to 15 grams a day. I'm not eating a pound of candy to get my creatine gummies. So from what it sounds like, you're spending money on stuff that's not worthwhile. People just want to have their cake and eat it too. I want to eat candy for a creatine gummy. Just take creatine. Just take creatine. Just take creatine. Tammy Powerhouse. Thighs. How to get inner thighs thicker, not flabby. Train your adductors. Build muscle. The adductor machine. Fantastic. Deep squats and leg press. Getting deep, right? Making sure your feet aren't too low on the platform, so you're getting your adductors and your glutes a little bit more. Single leg pressing is great with your foot higher placement. That's going to get your adductors and your glutes more. And the adductor machine. Juan Papasolio, saludos, Costa Rica. Costa Rica.
Hi, puppy.
Oh, my goodness. Costa Rica still coming after me. You could also do Epsom salt baths and things like that. Epsom salt soaks for your feet and things like that. Pedro says gummies that help to, quote, not cause upset stomach or bloating because they are in gummy form. Sure. They're barely giving you any creatine and you're eating candy. That's a good marketing pitch. That's a good marketing pitch. It won't cause upset stomach because you're eating candy. Sure. As you get bloating from the candy and from the artificial sweeteners. Antonio, 82. Papa Solio, calves per week. How many times, Papa Solio? It's really important to understand how the calves need to be trained. Heavy and with a full stretch. So hold that stretch for 3 to 5 seconds, and you only need to get to neutral. You don't have to get all the way up on your tippy toes. So you need to load a lot more. And if you're doing one set all out, 5 to 10 repetitions, full stretch, long hold, coming up to at least neutral, back down for a long hold. If you're doing one set every other day, but you could do 4 to 6 sets a week if you're training them twice a week or 3 times a week. Do 1 or 2 sets, build up slowly with volume, but start training more intensely in the stretch position. Just make sure you're not overdoing it from the start, because you can get tendonitis if you're not used to holding that stretch position. Calves respond to stretch-mediated hypertrophy, so you want to make sure you're holding that stretch and you're loading enough to load that. And the calves can take a lot, so it's a lot of work. It's a lot of weight. So you don't need high reps for calves. It's going to build hypertrophy like any other body part, but more for stretch-mediated hypertrophy. So hold that stretch, full stretch, 5 seconds, drive up, get to neutral, back down, controlled, hold for 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds, and make sure you're using a load that'll help you get 5 to 10 repetitions. And it really depends on how often you're training, but 2 to 3 times a week, depending on the volume. So if you're training twice a week, 2 sets twice a week or something like that, 3 times a week, maybe 1 or 2 sets, depending. Glutamine's really good for the gut. It's really good for leaky gut. Glutamine's awesome. I like to take it first thing in the morning. Brandon, I work 12 hours a day, 5 days a week at a steel mill. Any advice on a schedule for going to the gym? Do it first. You have a physical job, so you got to prioritize your health and prioritize your training. I would do those early morning gains. Early morning gains. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Okay, if you're watching on TikTok, we're going to move on to some balls deep. We're going to do some current events. We're going to do some videos. We're going to have some fun. So make sure you're coming on over to Rumble and YouTube at The Daily Swole. And of course, 20% off all merch, everything over on the shop on papaswolio.com. So follow the page, all that stuff. But if you want to catch the rest of the podcast, come on over on YouTube and Rumble at The Daily Swole. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. All right. And get up at 3 a.m. Yeah, right? That's how it works. You got to do it. Got to do it. Get it done. Get her done.
That's deep.
All right. Hashtag Swole season. Hashtag Swole season for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's see what we got here. Any stories that I want to share? We watch that. It's okay, buddy. All right. No. Chill. All right, let's check out this video. This is a clip showing this on the same TV, same resolution, all that stuff. Let's zoom in. We got a picture of Trump's speech about the tariffs yesterday and this, that, and the other. This is a side-by-side representation, same exposure, same saturation and stuff like that on the TV. But this is a combination or a comparison of CNN versus Fox. So on CNN, Trump looks bright orange, and on Fox, he looks like a normal human being. So back again, CNN's still at their dirty tricks. And if you look at it, let's just pause it right there. On the CNN picture, look, it's all bright red. They up the saturation like crazy to make him look like he's like fluorescent orange. That's the difference. Okay? It's not subtle when you see it side by side, but this is what is happening to those people that are watching legacy media. They're getting their brains reprogrammed, and essentially you are just watching a lie, right? Orange man bad, right? So they have to make him extra orange. They do this not so subtly, obviously, if you're looking at the TV, but look at the stripes behind. The stripes on the flag are bright red. His face is bright red. They up the saturation just to make him look bad. And it's just a subtle manipulation. They do it on purpose. Okay. So this is like that subconscious programming to just keep on feeding this kind of rage machine. So they did that. Yeah. They did that with Joe Rogan when he had COVID. They made him look like, I don't know, they made him look like orange and gray and like sickly looking. And Joe Rogan covered this in depth on his podcast. He was showing the combinations. He showed the raw footage of the video he uploaded, and he showed CNN, and he looked like he had jaundice or something like that. Absolutely crazy. So if you look at that, like, it's not even close. Look at the right. You know, what does he look like on the right? He looks like one of those blockheads from Gumby. You know, look at that. Look at the right. It looks like one of those bad spray tans. On the left, he just looks like normal. He looks like a person. Okay, so he has a spray tan, whatever the fuck he does. I don't give a shit. Look on CNN. Look at his tie. Yeah, look at his tie. It's like this bright red. Look at the flags behind him. Everything else being the same, they use things like that in order to discredit or to encourage their viewers to like, oh my God, orange man, look at him. He looks ridiculous. They just make him look cartoonish because CNN is not a serious news outlet. It's propaganda. And a lot of you know that already, so I'm preaching to the choir, but that's what we're dealing with. Nothing's changed. You would think that the left and the Democrats, you would think that they would actually change their approach. And this is the most cringe part. They lost overwhelmingly in the election, and they're getting hammered because people wanted change. People don't want children, and essentially, they want to gut the system. We all want to gut the system, get rid of the corruption, get rid of the bloat, and make America great. We want to make America great. Why wouldn't we? We live in America. Wouldn't we want it to be great? More jobs, better economy. We want that kind of stuff. So anything they can do to discredit him, anything they can do to make Trump look bad, and of course you've heard the term Trump derangement syndrome, but they haven't changed anything. They keep on parroting the same stuff, the same fear mongering, the same race baiting, and people, it's just, they've been exposed already. And they just keep on exposing themselves over and over again. You think they would pivot. They think they would change paths. You think they would maybe moderate themselves a little bit. But Marxists are going to Marx. Communists are going to commune, I suppose. And it is state propaganda. And these are bought and paid for by pharmaceutical companies. So they can avoid bad press and bad publicity and have these kinds of outlets in their back pocket. So they're one and the same. Okay, this was a funny post. I guess someone saw this in their doctor's office, and this person says, "This is how you know you're about to be handed a script for statins. Look at this picture. It says, please don't confuse your Google search with my medical degree." Oh no. So you go to the doctor's office. Oh, you did a Google search? Well, I have a medical degree. I went to school for 15 years and I was told what to tell you. So if you don't know by now, you should look into the history of medical schools. You should look into the history of medicine. You should look into the history of essentially just swashbuckling swindlers. This organization and the medical system, I'm not talking about getting your arm reattached. I'm not talking about heart surgery. I'm not talking about brain surgery. I'm not talking about the amazing technological improvements that we've had. But fundamentally, you have the same people. It's essentially the same people that grew from those guys that used to bring in their wagon and sell snake oil, right? You've heard the term snake oil salesman. These are the people that would ride into town and hold up this serum and be like, this is going to help you get rid of this. You're going to do this, buy this bottle of whatever the fuck it was. These are the same people that funded and started and started using all these petroleum byproducts, the Rockefellers, just to manipulate and to coerce, essentially, the medical system to use some of these waste byproducts of assets and commodities that they owned. So I don't care about your medical degree. I care about the truth, and I care about what's going to help me get healthy. And let me reiterate, doctors in these offices, they don't look healthy. Where do sick people go? They go to the doctor. Why are they sick? Because they trash their bodies. What does the doctor do? Write a prescription so you can get on a pharmaceutical drug to cover the symptoms up. And then you have side effects from those symptoms. So you need another pharmaceutical product, another pill, or another injection, or whatever it is, to take for those side effects. And then before you know it, you're on 5, 6, 7, 10, 15. And a lot of you know you have grandparents or parents that have a medicine cabinet, and it's just filled with prescriptions. And that's what they want. They want you on these prescriptions. They want you on them for life. And you're going to be on these things for life unless you take control of your health and you improve your lifestyle and get off these things. They know nothing about nutrition. They know nothing about exercise. They do not know how to get you healthy. They know how to cover shit up and how to prescribe things for you. And this is why people never get better when you go to the doctor. It's just the way it is. That's the truth. People don't want to open their eyes to that fact. Still, it doesn't change the fact that that's the reality. So you're going to people that they do not know how to get you healthy. They do not know how to get you healthy. They were told to do certain things. They're taught what to prescribe. Oh, if you see this rash, give him this. If you saw this, give him this, and then call me and come back in a month. That's all it is. Oh, did this rash go away? No. Well, you're still eating garbage and not getting sun and X, Y, and Z. Well, take this pill instead. Let's see if this works. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's a grift. I'm not a fan. I'm not saying there aren't certain applications, but oh, your medical degree. You wear a white jacket and you have a stethoscope around your neck and you ever see those commercials where you have people that are wearing, the white coat and stuff like that, and there's like, oh, this is a paid actor. A lot of times these are actors. They're not actually doctors. They're actors that are wearing a white coat because, you think because they're wearing a white coat, they know what they're talking about. It's creepy. It's creepy. Pretty creepy, in my opinion. And I thought this was funny, definitely trolling, but it is what it is. I said treadmills are DEI hires in gyms. Aww. Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. If machines were DEI hires, treadmills are the DEI hires. Well, we want everyone to feel like they can exercise, so put a treadmill. I'm not saying don't use a treadmill. I just thought it was funny, and I posted it, and I don't regret it. I'm not sorry. We want everyone to feel like they can do something at the gym. Go for a walk. Come here and go on this machine. Go walking a little bit, which is cool. You can you can use a treadmill. So people that don't have a sense of humor are going to be like, oh my God, but treadmills. Oh, shut up. Shut up and laugh. Give me a break. Annie says, I'm glad I found a good functional medicine doctor. My mom was on at least 10 prescriptions. By the time she was 50, she's 75 now, and I have no idea how many she's on now. Yeah. Key B. What could balance the nutrition for someone with a thyroid issue? Oh man, eating more animal-based foods, getting rid of all the inflammatory foods, getting rid of all the toxins in your environment. That's a great place to start. Don't forget, toxins don't begin and end with just nutrition. It's everything you surround yourself with. It's everything from EMFs and Wi-Fi and blue light and proper sleep and all these xenoestrogens and, plastic bottles and Tupperware and Teflon pans and body soaps and conditioners and deodorants and colognes and dishwasher detergent and laundry detergents and all these things. That's the problem. You can try doing one thing and like, oh, I'm not seeing results. It's everything compounded day after day for decades. So you have to get rid of these things. There's a lot of things. People put things on their skin acting like they're not putting in their mouth. The skin is a mouth. Why do you think some people have, people ask me all the time, like, oh, Papa, you have great skin. Yeah, I get a lot of sun. I get good sleep and I eat really good food. That's why, I'm great. I appreciate the compliment, but that's why I have good skin. That's why I don't have eczema. I don't have skin rashes. I don't have lesions and all these different things and all these sunspots and stuff like that people get when they're sucking down seed oils and not getting sun. People think getting sun means going outside and getting it on your face and your forearms and your ankles. Sun means your skin, clothing. Your skin is clothing. Your skin has receptors. Your skin needs the sun. You need to get sun. Sun is for the body. It's not for the neck. It's not for your ears and your head. And then when people do get sun, they go outside and they slather all this toxic crap on their body. They spray all these cyclobenzenes and all these spray suntan lotions, and they block the fucking golden sun. They block nature's life. The only reason we have life on this planet and everything we have is from the sun, period, end of story. It's because the sun is where it is. And people are hiding from the sun. It's absolutely fucking insane. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. Okay. Some good rage today. You guys ready? You guys ready for this?
Boom shakalaka!
Boom shakalaka. And by the way, today's Thursday. Tomorrow is overtime. Remember last week? We had issues with the overtime. So I was going to maybe do an overtime segment or DWG earlier this past week, but we have the DWG from last week that we'll do tomorrow. So we'll just save it because it's Thursday. So we'll do that tomorrow for the overtime segment. I haven't forgotten. I know you guys missed out on that. I'm sorry, but we had some issues last week. You guys remember. All right, pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Drop in the comments. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Hashtag Swole season for a chance to win today's Swole card. Thanks for being here, Beach. Let's get another America. Can never have too much of that. Let's get a...
That gorilla has seen the city of Zinj.
Oliver says, I'm in recovery from addiction. I'll have a year sober April 7th. Oliver, good for you, dude. Congratulations, man. A year sober April 7th. Good for you. They still want to prescribe that shit to me. What are they trying to prescribe? Maybe I missed it if you said it earlier. Oh, Oliver says they wanted to feed me painkillers for my back like candy, like I'm a child. I told my doctor to put on my charts to never prescribe me medications unless it's something they need to a specialized doctor in a certain area, and then I'll talk, but no prescriptions. Yeah, look, you ever hear the term, most of you have, food is medicine? It really is. I mean, it's preventative. Again, what are these manifestations of cancer? What are these manifestations of skin cancer? What are these manifestations of heart disease? What are these manifestations of brain fog, of all these issues? It's a result of your habits, as a result of your environment, and your environment includes your food. Now, the only way you're creating, if you have thinning hair or you have frail nails or your skin sucks, it's like that's a result of your habits and your food. People wonder why their skin sucks or they have health problems, and they're putting garbage into their body and they're slathering their body. Your skin is a mouth. So all these deodorants you're putting on your armpit that's absorbing into your bloodstream, all the lotions that are absorbing in, all these things matter. They all matter. Let's go with Oliver too. Let's go with Oliver number 3. This one's called Power to Change Gender. So look, congratulations, Oliver, on coming up on a year, but you still gotta go to the corner, bro. So we're all in your corner. But you're still going to we're all in your corner, but now you're in the corner because you chose Power to Change Gender. So you can razz on Oliver for this one.
Hey, in honor of Trans Visibility Day, I just wanted to give you or encourage you to teach your kids that they have the power to change their gender assignment if
They don't.
they feel.
They don't.
That's what they want to do.
Yeah. So this is a mental illness. This is someone who hopefully doesn't have children, because that's child abuse if you're brainwashing your child to think that they can be something that they're not. That's the same thing as Pedro El Superman facilitating his child thinking that he's Superman. So let me ask all of you that have kids, if your child thinks they're Superman, what are you going to do? Maybe you get them an outfit and they can run around. Yeah, I'm Superman. But you're not going to go tell them to jump off the roof. Hey, you're going to fly. You can do it. Yeah, you're Superman. You're not going to tell them to jump off a cliff or jump off the roof. Right? You're make-believe. Yeah, you're Superman, but you're not really Superman. You can pretend. It's called make-believe. That's cool. It's fun for kids, right? It's fun for kids. I'm Superman. Yay! But Pedro pushing his child, Homelander style, off the roof, not a good idea. It's not going to work out too well. And you're going to go to prison for the rest of your life, as you should. So telling your child that it could be a man or a woman is just insane. It's insanity talk. And I don't know, maybe we should see if she flies. All right, thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Oliver. Pedro says they're already caping up and jumping off the couches. Let them jump off a couch, right? What's the worst that can happen? They hurt their arm or they twist their ankle or whatever, right? They're not going to die. So, not the roof. Couch? Okay. Roof? No roof. Ixnay on the oofray. Let's see. Let's go with Loretta. Let's go with Martial Arts Mama number 3. Well, this was number 4. Now it's number 3. So Martial Arts Mama, Oliver, you have company. You got company in the corner.
What's in the box?
This is called You Are Seen. So is this, this should definitely, I guess they're trying to pretend like Trans Visibility Day was on the 31st. It should be on April 1st because April Fools, you're still a man. You still got a penis. The one thing we don't need is trans visibility. I don't think anyone has trouble seeing a man who's wearing a dress. There's nothing invisible about that. Let me just make that a point. All right, let's watch this.
My name is Christina Winters.
Hi, my name is Christina. Jesus Christ. Jump scare. Let me lower the volume. Let's play it again.
My name is Christina Winters, and I am a captain in the Army Reserve. And I want you to know that you are seen, you are loved, you're appreciated. And I want you to know not to give up. I want you to notice all the people in this video that are not only proud to be who they are, but they celebrate it.
Why is it showing the back of people's heads with long hair? They're not showing their faces. Look at that. Look at all these people. Look at the back of their heads. Look at that head. It looks like a woman from the back, doesn't it? You are seen. Yeah. I mean, that kind of looks like a woman. But not if she has a penis. Look at the back of that head. Well, that's a female-looking head, isn't it?
Now, the current administration wants us to not be visible. They want us to be invisible. They want to...
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. I would love for this kind of trans delusion to be invisible, but it's not. It's not. Why? I don't know. Why are we facilitating mental illness? I don't know. I don't know.
Remove us from society. They want to ensure that we are disenfranchised, that we no longer have a voice, we no longer have the rights to even enter any space that is safe.
They don't want us to enter any space that is safe. Incorrect. We don't want you entering spaces that are for women because you're not a woman. So you can have I have long hair, but I have a penis. If I have long hair and I say I'm a woman, can I go into a woman's bathroom? No, I'm a man. So a bathroom is not only should be a safe space, it's a private space. You're going to the bathroom, you're getting naked and you're urinating or defecating. So I don't know what's with this fucking fetish of having to go pee or like, it's such a weird thing to want to go into. I mean, it's not weird if you're a pedophile or you're, sexually aggressive, but you should not be allowed in places that are meant for women. So women are actually safe, because guess what? They have vaginas. They're women and they're weaker than men. So they need to be protected. We need to protect our women. Okay.
To remove us from our homes.
What trans person's being removed from their homes? None. Let's continue.
Want to remove us from our jobs?
Well, if you have mental illness, there's certain jobs that you shouldn't have. You shouldn't be flying planes in the sky. You should not be in the military if you have a mental illness. That sounds like a pretty basic prerequisite for, classified information or firearms or conflict engagement. You should probably have your head screwed on right. Yeah.
And it is disheartening times right now. And I know how easy it is to want to give up. I know the struggle, but at least for today.
What the fuck is that? No, come on, dude. Dude, what the fuck is that thing? Hey, you guys, what is that? What is that?
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
What is that? What the
fuck is that?
What is that thing? What is that? Is that trans Reese Witherspoon in the corner? In the bottom right? Whenever I have a Celebrity lookalike, Reese Witherspoon. Let's see. Oh, it is her. Is that is her in the corner? I am on point with these, by the way. I'm so good with this. Look at that. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Come on, where's the lie? I need one with glasses. Let me find one with glasses. I've seen her with those glasses before. Reese Witherspoon, glasses. I know it's a weird pause. I have to finish it. There we go. There it is. Got you. Okay. Ugh. I need you looking off to the left. Or to your right. That's pretty good. It's not a flattering picture. Tell me that's not accurate. Come on. Someone. Little hat on. Pretty good? Pretty good? I don't know what the fuck that thing is. I know, we're all laughing at the girl in the hat. That's why it's funny, because I'm going off on the side there. That's Reese. I don't know what that thing is. I don't know what the fuck. I can't find anything that's that. I don't know what looks like that. All right, let's go.
I want to give up. I know the
Thank you,
struggle,
Cerny.
but at least for today,
Reese.
I want everybody to celebrate who they are. Don't hide yourselves and be proud. Annoyingly so. I want you to post pictures. I want you to
Be annoyingly proud. Be proud. Annoyingly so. We know. You don't have to announce that. It's already annoyingly so. Be annoyingly proud. I believe that's one of the deadly sins, isn't it?
let everybody know your story.
Jesus
I want
Christ.
everybody to see who you are and for everybody to understand that we will not be erased. We are here and we're here to stay.
Is that Abraham Lincoln for some reason? Be trans is human? The fuck is this? What is this? It's, again, it's just for power. It's just for power. Ignore it. Make fun of it. It's ridiculous. It's retarded. We're over it. We're over it. Okay, let's see. Which one's longer? Good Lord. They're both bad. This one's body liberation. We'll do two more.
What's in the box?
We'll wrap it up. David Bowie.
Body liberation is the best thing to focus on?
Nope.
Absolutely. With fat and body liberation, the focus is on how everyone has the right to exist in their body without experiencing any kind of discrimination due to it.
You're welcome to do what you want, but you're not exempt from logic and common sense and from other people's opinions and societal standards. So,
Shut up, bitch!
Wow, that's powerful. The fact of the matter is, no one is liberated as long as there are still people who are not. We all have the responsibility.
I'm going to pause right there. We have to break down the idiocy. No one is liberated so long as there are still people who are not. This is what Marxism is. This is what intersectionality is. This is the goal. All right. It's never done. It's always about the revolution. It's always like that with communists and with leftists, with Marxists. It's always the revolution. That's always there. In other words, there's always going to be someone who's not, quote, liberated. How do you liberate someone? This is not a real thing. There's no slavery. There's no body slavery or anything like that. There's nothing to liberate. But again, this is the argument. No one is liberated as long as there are still people who are not. What the fuck does that mean? Exactly. It's never over unless you say exactly what we want you to say, unless you parrot everything that we say. And as long as you agree with all of everything that we say, as insane as it is, as long as you agree with everything, you have to agree with everything. Otherwise, you're out, you're a bigot, you're fat phobic, you're an anti, what am I, a fat slavery? Am I a fat slave driver? I got a fat plantation. I'll tell you what, if I had a fat plantation, you wouldn't be fat for more than a week. Be eating beef and lifting weights. Let's get a fat plantation. I'll take some fat slaves. Come on. Come on. I got yard work. Let's fucking go. I'll give you minimum wage. I'll take a fat slave. If you're going to have to liberate something, at least let there be some benefit to society. Come liberate them from my property. They're going to be jacked.
We all have the responsibility to fight for the liberation of the most oppressed bodies in society.
No, we don't have the responsibility. The most oppressed bodies in society. What the fuck is that? We all have the responsibility to fight. No, no one is owed the labor of another human. Again, this is communism, right? You always want something for free. If we don't get our way, you're the mean people. We're oppressed. Of course, if you're trying to be oppressed, there's no way you're not going to be oppressed. You're oppressing yourself. You're oppressing yourself. If you want to be a weak pussy, well, that's how you're always going to live. And this is another reason why these people, they find and they prey on the weakest psychological links in society. So they prey on people with mental illness. They prey on people with trauma. They prey on people that have no conceivable option. And they say, oh, you can complain. It's not your fault. Everyone else is mean. And they funnel all that internal angst, anxiety, and fear, and they funnel it as rage, and they project it onto white supremacy or orange man bad or whatever it is. That's always the leverage. It's all for power. It's all for control. It's all for censorship and authoritarianism. That's all it is.
Okay, but that isn't me. It's not an individual thing. It's an understanding that there's nothing morally wrong or worth feeling bad about regarding your body and literally every single other person's body.
Again, another incorrect point. They always want to say there's nothing morally wrong. There's something morally wrong with being a fat, lazy slob. There's something morally wrong with complaining all the time and just being a cancer on society. I want you to do better for yourself. You don't want to do better for yourself. If you did better for yourself, you wouldn't have anything to complain about. You wouldn't be a victim. Oh, that's right. And then you wouldn't have any, it's not real friendship. It's a cult. It's like, oh, look at those people. They're bad. You don't want to be one of those mean bigots. We'll protect you. This is a safe space. You can complain and be fat and gross with us, and we'll pretend like you're pretty.
So the goal is to make the world a safe and just place for everyone.
Yeah, this is the same climate change, peace on earth, blah, 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 blah. The goal is to make the world a safe and just place for everyone. Well, there's more slaves today than ever in human history. Go to the Middle East and go make the world a safe and just place. Go to Africa and make the world a safe and just place. Go to the Congo. Go talk to these gang leaders and these tribes. Go make the world a safe and just place for everyone. That's the goal. Cool. It's always something you can't achieve. What would make the world a safe and just place for everyone? It's always an abstract concept, because if they made it something specific, it would just get shut down, because this is not a real thing. It's not a real thing.
Regardless of their skin color, features, weight, size, and disabilities. We all deserve to exist peacefully in the body that we're in.
You don't deserve anything. You have to earn it. You have to earn respect. You have to earn your place in this world. I'm not saying people should be terrorized or murdered or, take away people's human rights. That's not what anyone's doing, right? The trans rights are human rights. It's the same thing with trans woman is a woman. No, it's not. What do you mean trans rights are human rights? No. There's human rights. You have the right to think you're a woman. You have the right, I suppose, to have a mental illness. You have the right to eat cake. You have the right to wear a dress if you're a man. Doesn't mean you should. Doesn't mean you're going to be accepted in society. We don't have to play into your mental delusions. We're not going to burn down society because you have a mental illness. Okay.
That is the ultimate goal.
The ultimate goal. Utopia. We've heard this before, right? Right? If there was just no public companies, there were no billionaires, if no one had any corporations or money, and if the state owned everything, that is going to be perfect. Everyone's going to have everything. Everyone will have food. Everyone will have nice things. If we just distributed it everywhere. That's the ultimate goal. Ah, yes. But my utopia. Oh, yeah. Strangely enough, these kinds of utopian visions always end in millions and millions of people dead. I wonder how that works. Man. It's only ever done that throughout history, over and over again. Humans just keep on making the same retarded mistake over and over again. It doesn't work.
and what is lacking from modern use of body positivity and body neutrality.
So which one is it? What is it? Is it positive? Is it neutral? Is it negative? Like, what is this? Modern use of body positivity. Again, a vague concept. Body neutrality, not even a concept, just some kind of vague term that can change depending on which way the wind's blowing. These are not real things. These are abstract concepts where the goalposts change all the time in order to censor you and to force you to think the way they want you to think. That's all this is. That's all it is. This body bullshit is the same thing as the trans bullshit. It's all the same thing. It's just coming out in different areas of society. That's what this is.
Where can I learn more about this?
I don't know. Where can I learn more about this? I don't know. Punch yourself in the head 10 times. I don't know what it's like to have brain damage, so I don't know where you could find out more. But tell me, I really want to learn more about your mental illness.
Fat liberationists and educators are an incredible source of information about fat liberation.
Fat liberationists are an incredible source of information about fat liberation. Huh. So you're telling me if I want to learn more about fat liberation, I should go talk to a fat liberationist. Huh. Wow. I'm learning a lot from you right now. This is great. This is
Smooth. Very, very smooth stuff. Very classy. I'm learning a lot from you right now, dude.
Well, this is good stuff.
Consider reading the works of Deshaun Harris.
No. Don't say those words. Okay, that's it. You're stupid and retarded.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Except her. All right, one more. It's the same kind of... I thought we would run out of content like this. I was optimistic. Like, hey, Trump wins. Oh, obviously not the pendulum has swung, but more people are waking up. People are paying attention. We're done with this trans and fat bullshit. Nope. More. We want more. You think we're fucking insane? You haven't seen anything yet. Let's do more. More. This one's called Fat Liberation Train. Well, that shit's going to be derailed. Think of how long it would take that thing to get up to speed, a fat liberation train. That steel be crying.
Okay, here's the thing. Some of y'all on the body positivity train, you need to hop on over to the fat liberation train.
Yeah. Body positivity. Again, I'm pausing here because we're breaking it down. This is what intersectionality does, right? Let's play this again and I'll explain.
Okay, here's the thing. Some of y'all on the body positivity train, you need to hop on over to the fat liberation train.
This is how it always works. Okay. Ironically, they call everyone else Nazis, but they're obsessed with trains. So they want to load you onto the train, by the way. That's saying the quiet part out loud, if you know. So if you're body positive, you're not enough. You got to be on the body liberation train. So again, this is what intersectionality does. And this is why the left, quote unquote, eats their own. That's why that phrase exists, because you're not as woke. You're not as victimized. You're not as marginalized as someone who's a part of body liberation. Body positivity is great. But if you're really a part of us, you will be on the body liberation train. So then you get body positivity fighting with body liberation. And then all of a sudden steps in body neutrality. Oh my God. So they just break off into different factions and just eat themselves alive.
Yeah. Come on in. The water's fine. Body positivity, she's great, right? We love her. She is more about the self, though, right? Feeling good in your body, feeling good about yourself, right? Body positivity should hopefully be a stepping stone that gets you to fat liberation, correct?
I mean, when you're really serious, you'll go liberation. Body positivity, that's for fucking beginners. You're just like, you feel good about yourself for being a fat slob. But I mean, if you're really serious, you're going to be a liberationist. You got to free the fat. Come on. If you're serious about it, you got to liberate. Why aren't you liberating? Why are you keeping fat in a cage? Don't put fat in a corner. Come on, peace ways, liberate that shit.
But let's be very, very real. It is entirely possible to be body positive and fat phobic.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Told you. It's not good enough. Body positive. Remember, body positive was the only thing. And you could still be fat phobic, right? Right? It's not good enough. It's not good enough for the real crazies. You gotta go more insane.
It is entirely possible to be body positive and fat phobic, which is why if you're feeling a lot of anger or betrayal due to certain things happening on this app this week, I won't say a name, I think fat liberation's for you, yeah? So many industries would crumble if not for fat phobia. So many industries would crumble. Oh.
Say it again. Say it again. I want to see your fucking face say that dumb shit one more time. Say it twice because people that watch your videos are retarded. And you have to say it twice and slower every time just to really make your point.
Okay? They are all built upon the fear of this 3-letter word, as if being fat is the worst thing in the entire world that you could be, right?
Again, these people are making it seem like, because they hate themselves. They hate themselves and they hate life. They're anti-humanity. They're that just separated from humanity, from society, that fat is the worst thing possible. Whoever says that? It's not healthy. It's very easily fixed with proper habits, but that's not something you want to hear, is it?
So therefore, if we start to put our focus in dismantling that fear, right?
Okay, dismantle. Struggle session. Tell me how bad I am. Tell me how mean I am. I gotta dismantle this shit. Let's dismantle it. Let's take it off the mantle. It was on the mantle. Let's take it off. We need to dust the mantle. We need to redecorate in this fucking place.
Right? In dismantling this idea that thinness equals health.
No one says that.
That fatness equals not healthy, right?
It does.
If we really work to start breaking
What are you doing with this fucking moose claw hand gesture? That's bothering me.
down all those preconceived notions and assumptions, aka liberating fat bodies.
Oh, we got to liberate those fat bodies. You know what needs to liberate? We just need to let's get rid of gravity. Gravity is fat phobic. Did you guys know that? I'm going to tweet that. I hope someone sees it and cries. Gravity is fat phobic. I am going to tweet that because I am in the mood. Is fat phobic. Cool. Let's continue.
Then the dominoes are going to fall with it, you guys. You know what I mean?
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
It'll all crumble. It'll all crumble and everyone will feel freer and happier.
Let's crumble society. Let's deconstruct and break down society. It'll all crumble and then we'll all be happy and live in a utopia. Cool. Enjoy your internet connection while it lasts because you ain't going to have food, water, and you're going to die. That's what's going to happen if you crumble society like that. That's what you want. That's what they want, right? It's always about the revolution. It's never about building or creating. It's always about destroying. It's all about language. It's all about their fucking feelings. And I'm sick of this shit.
Does that make sense?
No.
Fat liberation. Get it. Get to it. Yeehaw.
Yeah. Eat some more Twinkies, you fat fucking cow. All right. Stupid bitch.
Loud noises! Now, once you've had sex with the woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
All right, throwback time. Oof. That's a rough one. Okay, we'll do two. Let's do this one first.
And why people can't comprehend that this is my normal body.
You're not normal. This poor thing. She's just so delusional. What does that mean? This is my normal body.
The world may never know.
I am classified as obese.
We know.
I have had problems with eating disorders in the past.
And you still do.
I eat pretty well. I've been a vegetarian since the age of 10.
Jesus. There you fucking shit, fucking fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck, cunt, fuck, bitch. Eat some fucking steak. Go carnivore. This chick goes carnivore and exercises every day. Weight's gone. She just goes to grass, just beef, just gone. It's gonna melt. She's gonna melt.
Sure, there are days that I overeat, and there's also days that I...
Oh shit. You don't say. Sure, there's days I overeat. Yeah, all of them. It's not about days that you overeat and undereat. Overall, you're overeating. Jesus fucking Christ. It's so stupid. Let's do another one. All right, here we go. Holy shit. Eyeglass warning.
Fucking hate fat people. There's like this weird hatred it feels almost akin to racism.
Not quite, pal.
I don't hate fat people. I hate the mindset. I hate the victim mentality.
It's not like racism. It is racism. Anti-fatness is rooted in anti-blackness.
Wow. You're
it's
really
that fat body bullshit.
And the reason why people are pursuing thinness is because they're pursuing proximity to whiteness.
Or maybe not.
The reason why people hate fat people is because people hate black people.
What the fuck?
That escalated quickly.
All systems of oppression, capitalism, sexism, racism,
Ooh.
it all comes back to white supremacy, which is the foundation of the fabric of America.
It's not.
Are you fucking stupid?
It's not, and she has no idea how America was fucking founded. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. She looks like a ladybug, right? Where is she? Like a ladybug. That's a ladybug. We're going to look up a ladybug picture. I'll show you. I'll prove it. Ladybug up close. Yeah. There you go. There you have it, fam. There you go.
Oh.
Not bad. Pretty close. Pretty close. I'm proud. I'm proud of that one. I think I nailed it. Ooh, that's it. That was it. The old lady. Yep, that's it from Despicable Me. Okay, let's see. Old lady from Despicable Me. That's pretty good. That's a good one. Yep, that's exact. Yeah, there we go. Bingo. Nailed it. There you go. Yep, that's it. Jesus Christ. Fucking dead on. Good one. Good one. There you go. Based. Wow. All right, let's give away today's Swole card. Thanks for being here. Hashtag Swole season to win today's Swole card. Let's give it away. Boshes. All right, today's Schwinner is Jeremy Beast Mode. Congratulations, dude. All right. Jeremy, send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, swolecard3254 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Of course, tomorrow we will have our overtime segment that we didn't get through last week. We'll have new edits, and of course, we'll have the DWG that we're going to feature last week. We'll feature tomorrow. So thanks for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good shit. 20% off over at papaswolio.com, of course. And over at swolenormousx.com, you can join the fam today and get access to all of our new releases and so much more. We got a lot coming up this week, so very excited. Go make sure you check out those master classes. Go make your gains. And we'll see you tomorrow for more insanity. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin.